Okay, is this working? We'll find out. Anyway, guys, hello, and as you can tell, let me go to the actual thing. I am doing a video about the mid-season reinforcements. Just ignore all these other tabs. I'm new to this, using screen capturing for a thingy, and yeah, as we can tell, that's the very nice Tachanka. All right, so as we can see, he got a shield now on his turret, which is probably what everyone was thinking was going to be the buff. I mean, as soon as they said Tachanka buff, oh well, after his voice actor was more like, "How do you buff a god? You will find out tomorrow." That was on Sunday. But anyway, yeah, I could tell it was this. Anyway, it says, on November 13th, 2016, I forget when that was in comparison to the release date for Red Crow, Alexander Senevev, I'm just going to say Tachanka, was declared clinically dead for 2 minutes on the field. While he recovered at the Hereford base, his mounted RP-46 LMG was inspected. Having been decommissioned in the 1960s, the RPD-46, I'm just going to call it that, was one of the last machine guns manufactured by the Soviet Union. Aware of the operator's preference for such antique pieces, Six asked for the weapon to be upgraded to meet safety standards. Wonderful. Thanks, Six. The team of engineers led by that person added a ballistic shield that protects his head from frontal shots. The shield can be destroyed separately from the rest of the turret, and this person was also tasked with adding a light customization on the mounted LMG as a personal touch for Tachanka. Game design note: since the launch of Rainbow Six Siege more than a year ago, Tachanka has been the weakest operator. Even if he has become one of the most loved, he has certainly been reflected by his pick rate, which is the lowest in the game. What they mean by that is all the memes. Like the Lord Tachanka memes.
It's not a meme, it's a reality.
Boy, shut the fuck up. Let me see. Game, when looking at Tachanka, his biggest downside lied in his gadget. The trade-off between his turret stop power and his lack of mobility wasn't enough. Attackers had several ways of denying him the element of surprise, and can easily headshot him once they knew his position. In order to introduce a counter to this weakness, we've added a shield in front of the turret which protects him from frontal headshots. The objective is for Tachanka to be the king of the angle that he positioned into, while being very vulnerable to other angles. So pretty much, you get like behind him, you can headshot him. The shield can be broken separately from the rest of the turret, and it has 500 HP. We've also added a recoil and a little bit of a spread to the gun in order to negate the strength of the shielded turret in spawn peeking situations, and aka long distances. You know, where like you start getting shot at from the inside of a building at the very beginning of a match. Yeah, that's spawn peeking. And there we go. Little fun note: this right here on his shield, it says that's Lord in Russian. No joke. All right, and then we got Bartlett University, which was okay, pretty much. Launched with the mid-season reinforcement patch is the Bartlett University map, redesigned for PvP. The map used to be available in PvE and is going to be available for everyone starting tomorrow, the night I'm recording this. The newly redesigned map removes all the gas and PvE elements from the original design and introduces better destruction, improved visual layout for better orientation, and a 2-layered destruction. Which, I don't think that's new. Fuze is getting another cluster charge! Alright, me! Fuze is getting an additional cluster charge for each sub-grenade has a larger radius. Fuze is literally a hit or miss operator. I know how that feels, being him. We wanted to help him be more on the hit side of things, while not making him too frustrating to play against either. He's getting an additional charge to apply offensive pressure more often throughout the round. That change alone would not have changed much on itself, since it's rather easy to dodge the charges. So that is why we're also making the radius of the charges larger from 2.5 meters to 4.2 meters. As it's been before, the lethal area for all armored operators is up to 1.2 meters from 1.2 to 2.5. It would be non-lethal damage except for light armor, who only suffered non-lethal from 2 meters to 2.5. We are expanding the zone of non-lethal damage up to 4.2. This should help Fuze move defenders out of rooms, exposing them to the attacker's fire or preventing them from holding crucial lines of fire. Have it all! And be careful of where the hostage is before detonating those cluster charges! I'm pretty sure the hostages will be fine, huh? As for Bandit, he's getting another thing to help counter the thermite and Hibana thingy. Smoke's thingy is now thrown like a frag. And Blackbeard, his shield goes from 150 to 60. His aiming goes from 0.25 seconds to 7. Oh, that's increased. But that's not good. That's not good for him. Either that's gonna make him useless. Then, yeah. Pretty much, okay, they just made him a flashy recruit. That's it. So, in all, they pretty much made him just a flashy recruit. That's it. Like, they didn't do anything special for him. I was messing with my thing, sorry. Wait, can I read? No. Thought I could read it at first. Never mind. I was messing with my thingy. I'm new to this. Anyway, guys, so pretty much, in conclusion of this patch, Tachanka is now the god he is. Fuze has more of a hostage killing potential. They didn't do anything to fix that. Bandit, nothing's really happening. All he's doing is just getting another thing. Smoke is a minor tweak, but it's going to help out with, keeping attackers and all that out. And Blackbeard is pretty much just a flashy recruit. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's all I'm doing, because I'm not gonna get into the weapon balance, because I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna get into this. I honestly don't want to. All I know is that the UMP-45 is getting buffed, and if I could play online, I would definitely main Pulse. So that's that. Well, I would main Fuze and Pulse. We all know why I would main Pulse, huh? No, that's Pulse. Fuze. If you guys like follow all my social medias, all of it is Fuze. Anyway, yeah, that's it. If you do the things and the other things, and okay, bye. Okay, I did forget to mention something, and that is that like the operators like Blitz and Montagne, the super special shield guys, as well as Fuze and shielded recruits, they will no longer be taking explosive damage if it's in front. So like you have to throw the nitro cell behind them now. Like it says right here, it says typically a nitro cell thrown in front of the shield will be a lot less of a threat, but one that is carefully thrown behind a shield will force him to make the hard choice of either turning around and going like, "Ah!" yet still being exposed in the back and all that, or keep advancing forward and hope that the explosion isn't up their asshole. And this doesn't apply to Blackbeard or Tachanka, so if you guys main Blackbeard, God bless your souls. Tachanka, bless your souls. Like my brother says, Blackbeard sacrificed his shield HP for Tachanka's shield. He didn't deserve this. Okay, this is it. Bye.